mention a few more of the barriers of the farm worker women in Central Valley. When we talk about farm worker women in the Central Valley, we talk about 70% being undocumented. They're from Mexico and from Central America. So that tells you a lot. That's why they cannot report the sexual abuse. The 90% of the women who are suffering the sexual abuse, they cannot report it. They cannot report domestic violence issues. They cannot report anything. They have a lack of clean drinking water. Even for cooking, there's no clean water. They're exposed to pesticides. They're being exposed right now. As a matter of fact, we're fighting the Trump administration and wish us luck because there is a chemical, and I'm going to try to pronounce it and see if some of you know what it is. Chlorpyrifos. I have the spelling over here in case somebody wants to know. It's a chemical that the ladies are exposed to in the harvesting, and it messes up the brains of the children, and it messes up their nervous system. Every time they come home from working that day, which they get up at 4 in the morning, and they have to prepare lunch for the whole world, all their family, children going to school, you name it, getting transportation ready. They live in way rural communities. And they're also the mothers of DACA children. Okay, don't forget that. Is our mothers, the farm worker mothers, most of the DACA children. And so they get up at 4, they come home at 6, 7 hours, it's 10 to 12 hours later. We come home, they have to take off their clothes. They cannot use that clothes anymore because it's exposed with pesticides. They have to dump that stuff. So they have to immediately make dinner for people, and they go to bed. First one to get up, last one to go to bed. She has no rest. That's the farm worker woman who's picking the fruits and vegetables, almonds, walnuts. When you guys drink your pistachio drinks, all your drinks with almond, the almond milk, think about them. These are the women who are doing this for us. They serve between 90, in our county alone, they serve 90 countries. In the other 2 counties surrounded, we serve over 120 countries. They take the fruits and vegetables and nuts from our area. And look at the type of person who's doing it with no rights. And then we'll talk about later what